Welcome to Season 5 of 607 Outdoors. This year we're going to start out with 3 turkey videos. This spring we had an awesome turkey season, and as always, as March and April roll around, we're doing some pretty intensive scouting. We've got some pretty awesome farms, and the birds were plentiful this spring, and we were really excited to get after them.
So I've always wanted to be an avid turkey hunter, but with school and with work, it never seemed to work out for me during that May time that turkey season came around. With college and then having jobs in Pennsylvania and then having jobs that required a lot of weekends and evenings, it didn't give me time to go turkey hunting. So when the time finally came around for the 2017 season, I knew that I was going to get some time in the ground blinds, chasing birds, and I was really excited for it. It's the first season that I felt like I'd be able to get out more than once. So opening morning opened, it was pretty much a perfect experience because we got our ground blinds set up, we had our nice fresh cups of coffee, and we had 3 birds roosted. And they all sounded mature. So we thought we're going to have not only one, but maybe multiple cracks at bringing home a couple toms. And it played out almost exactly as you want it to. We get them roosted, they're gobbling, not a lot, but enough to make sure that we know that they're going to come to us. Just as the sun is coming up over the hill, we see the first bird make their way into the field. And for us, it's go time. Now it's get your bow ready, mentally prepare yourself, because this could be the next 30 seconds you're getting a shot off. The tom's coming in, and it's not necessarily coming in quickly. He seems a little off, like he knows something's not right. And so he makes it into one of our decoys, which was about 15 yards away, and we needed him to really engage with that decoy because there was no way I could pull back my bow without him seeing me since he was so close. Unfortunately, it seemed as though he kept an eye on us the whole time. So while he was that close in easy bow range, I couldn't draw my bow back. And he didn't stick around long. So as he started making his way back away from us, he still was angling himself to the point that he was always looking towards our blind. So I couldn't draw my bow back. So in a split-second effort, we decide that I'm going to put my bow down, Chris is going to hand me the shotgun, and hopefully by the time I get the gun leveled, he's still in range. By the time I get the gun in hand, get the safety off, get it shouldered, he's probably 40 or 45 yards away.
Wait. Dad, we're gonna shoot him with a shotgun. Yeah. Can you shoot him right now? You gotta do it quick, dude. You think it's too far? No. Put it right on him. Right on his head.
Fast forward about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and 2 jakes snuck into the field to the left of us. They were probably about 75 yards away. And I decided that, all right, if they're going to come in, we're going to give it another shot with the bow. I felt more confident shooting the bow than I did with the shotgun. And I I really wanted to take a bird with a bow. So the jakes came in pretty quick, but they didn't make it all the way. They probably hung out about 25 yards away, and we just couldn't get them to fully commit. So as they're being a little wonky and they finally turn around to make their way away from us, we make a snap decision again to, all right, let's just pull the trigger and see if we can get one from 25 to 30 yards.
You better do it now if you want to do it. Or get the gun. What do you want to do? Real slow. Real slow. Draw your bow. What do you think, 25? Yeah. Shit, man, it's not.
So after opening day, we knew I had the ability to take a bird, and we wanted to make it happen. Sometimes the season doesn't necessarily cooperate with you. The weather was a little bit iffy for most of the season, a lot of rain, and the birds just weren't moving. We'd have birds come in behind the blind, where if we just had turned our blind another 90 degrees, I'd have had a perfect shot. But because of the way we set up, it wasn't meant to be on that day. We tried to stalk them. We tried to take the reaper out. I had another miss with a reaper, the first time I had ever tried with that. It was a gut-wrenching season, and it was an exciting season. We had a lot of action, missed calls, close encounters. But the best thing was that I got to get out, and I got to spend time with my dad and my brother. I would have loved to bring home a bird, but unfortunately this wasn't my season, and I think now it's looking forward to 2018.
So after those first couple weeks hunting with Andy and really trying to get him locked on a bird, I had been watching these birds roost on one of the farms we hunt almost every night, and had decided not to go after them in the morning before work, and finally it got to me after 3 or 4 nights of watching them roost in the same stinking tree. I got a hold of Dad, and I said, it was a Thursday morning, and I said, hey, birds are roosted, I know right where they are, let's get after them in the morning before work. I got a meeting at 7:30. If we don't kill them right off the roost, we'll book it and we'll get to work. And sure enough, we got up, got in the woods, got set up, and man, we were right under them. They started hammering on the roost, and at fly down they flew right into the field, and they were coming. See the left one. Do you hear me?
Are you ready?
No. You got the decoy.
I know. I'm ready when you are. Wait. Anytime you're ready. 1.
Yep.
2. Yes, my safety. Yes, he's running.
I don't have any shells. So after the first week and a half, we finally got a bird on the ground. We've got a few misses. We've got a few close calls. We've hunted a lot this first week and a half, and we are really pumped about heading into the second weekend.